All right, 25 minutes after the hour, his advice has helped millions, including celebrities and politicians.
Personal power means the ability to take action, to follow through, to take the steps that are necessary to take an idea and translate it into reality.
Success leaves clues. In other words, if someone is successful not once, not twice, but continuously, they're not lucky. There's something they're doing that's making their life extraordinary. Take those 3 magic words and live them. Raise your standard.
Yeah. That first video about 35 years ago, Tony says. Well, one of the politicians that he advised was Mitt Romney ahead of his first debate with President Obama.
So what does Tony Robbins think of the current presidential race, including frontrunner Donald Trump? The author of Money, Master the Game, 7 Simple Steps to Financial Freedom, joins us live in the New York studio. Good morning to you, Tony.
Good morning. How are you?
What do you think about Donald Trump?
I know Donald, so it's hard to. He's Donald being Donald, and he certainly knows how to get the media to respond to him. It'll be very interesting to see what happens, but right now his lead is pretty clear.
Because something that's kind of unique is you have a billionaire who's resonating with everyday people. Why? I thought we resented the rich. That's where we were heading, but then you have a billionaire out there who seems to understand everybody.
I don't know if he understands everybody, but I think what he has is he understands the amount of anger we have towards somebody who reads a prompter constantly and isn't able to respond. And I think the promise of change is what people are looking for. That's how we put President Obama in office in reaction to what we had. So there's a lot of reaction right now, but it's early in the process, and it's going to be really interesting to see. It's a long process how people evaluate.
Sure, you have spoken to President Obama,
Yes,
and after that meeting, you went ahead and advised Mitt Romney, and then got uninvited from a White House event.
Yes, that's true.
What did you teach Mitt Romney or show Mitt Romney?
Well, one of the things by the way, I voted for both sides of the aisle, so you know. I look for the best candidate, and I don't talk about what I do with them unless they talk about it publicly, because otherwise I don't get those calls. I'm here to really respect them and support them. And I'm an independent in the way I look at things. I want to say, who do I think can do the best job? And so I'm not the person to advise people on that. I don't talk publicly. I'm going to support this person, that person. People don't care what I think in that area. I'm really here to help people individually with their life, with their emotions, with their finances, things of that nature. But I'm honored to work with people on both sides of the aisle. And I think the biggest challenge we have is there's no middle ground. This extremism that we see on both sides really is keeping us from being able to get things done. I think everybody in America is tired of it.
You watch everything collapse like everybody else and experience some of the pain. In 2008, you wrote a book called Money, Master the Game. In it, you took the richest, most successful people and tried to help everyday people.
Yes.
And one of the things everyday people have a lot of them, 401ks.
Yeah, this is really what's crazy. I interviewed the people that started with nothing and became multi-billionaires. And one of the things that happened is I learned all these great tools, but when you look at the average American, they have their money in their home and their 401k, and they don't know how badly they're being taken advantage of there. And let me explain to you. There's 3 messages I want people to know. First is that fees matter. The average person thinks, 65% of America thinks they pay no 401k fees whatsoever. There's a reason. For 30 years, this industry, $4.4 trillion industry, didn't have to tell you what they charged you. 3 years ago, they had to do it, so then it makes 35 to 50-page documents you'll never figure out.
Right.
So here's what you need to know. For every 1% you're paying, that's 10 years of income. At the end of retirement, you're going to lose. The average real fee is 3.1%.
That's 30 years, right?
That's 30. Try this. If you're 35 years old and you put $100,000 aside and it's in the market and it goes up 8%, at 65, if you only pay 1% in fees, you got $761,000. Pretty nice return for $100,000. Right. You have 432 if you have 3%. You have 76% less money and you have the same stocks. You have 21 years less money. You'll run out at 74 instead of 95. So I've created a fee checker, right? People go showmethefees.com. And what it does is you can go in your company and say, this is my company. In 30 seconds, you'll see what you're really paying. It'll blow your mind. And if you want to change, they do it
at no
cost.
All right, Tony.
It's online.
It's online. Showmethefees.com?
Showmethefees.com, or the company's called America's Best 401k.
Right. And in your book has an app that you download the app to kind of change it everyone, whether you're making $21 or $2 million, it's there to help.
Shows you what to do.
You know, I don't even know what the fee is for my 401k, so I'm glad you brought that up. I need to check it out. And
Can I give you an example? Yesterday, we look at these every day. Yesterday, there's a firm, very famous firm, I won't mention them, that says we don't just have regular funds. We're not just selling ours. We'll give you Vanguard, and they charge 149 basis points. We give Vanguard for 0.05, 0.05%. So that's 30 times more expensive. Do you want a Honda Accord for $30,000 or $900,000? It's the same car. Right. And this has happened to people everywhere in America.
This is why you resonate. You hang out with the rich, but you care about the everyday people.
Listen, I donated all the profits of my book to feed I was fed when I was 11 years old, and I fed 51 million people myself, and I have matching funds. We fed 81 million people this year.
That's great.
So it's pretty cool.
Tony,
Congratulations on your success.
Thank you.
It was
Thanks
good
for
to see you
having
in
me
a
on,
good mood for a change. He's usually so depressed.
So motivated suddenly. I don't know why.
Yeah.
All right.